Hey guys, I'm gonna go forego the usual intro here because we have a lot to cover. So I'm gonna kick off the video right away. Huge spoilers for both Digimon Adventure Try and for Digimon World Next Order, right? If you do not want Adventure Try spoiled, even partially, I suggest you leave. If you don't mind and want to see how Next Order actually ties into Adventure Try, even remotely, then stick around because we've got a fair amount of information to go through, and it's quite interesting. So yesterday I reported on how Meikumon's perfect or ultimate level was announced. Meikuraku Meicrackmon. I still hate that name. That can't be right. Anyway, it turns out that this Meicoomon in the game is the same Meicoomon from Digimon Adventure Try. Yeah, I know. So I only came across this information because I was looking on a forum I used to frequent very much to see if Meikukrakkumon's name had been romanized any better. I came across this, and curiosity got the better of me. I don't think it spoils too much, but I have to put the warning out at the start. So again, we're 2 minutes in. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Right? I'm giving you more spoiler warnings than River Song. Okay. So we have to. So the Meicrackmon DLC is the second part of the DLC involving Meicoomon for Digimon Adventure. Sorry, not Digimon Adventure Try, for Digimon World Next Order. The first DLC deals with an amnesic Meicoomon that doesn't know why an evil Grellmon data type is harassing her when the protagonist meets her in the plains. When Shiki deals with the Grellmon, he explains that he was the real victim here, the Grellmon. Meicoomon appeared from nowhere one day, and the kind Digimon of File Island tried to help her due to her amnesia. However, Meicoomon was very violent and hurt them, so all the Digimon in the plains fear Meicoomon. She stole food. She also stole food, even the meal that Grellmon had planned to eat, and that's why he attacked her in the first place. Shiki goes back to Meicoomon, who says she doesn't remember doing that bad stuff. However, she remembers she was doing something on the beach, so Shiki goes there to investigate and finds Meikoomon's handwritten diary. A bunch of Pidmon appear from nowhere and warn Shiki to mind her own business, as they, not the Pidmon but someone else, want Meicoomon, but Shiki fends them off, and the Pidmon flee and say they have to report back to their boss about what happened. When Shiki returns to Meicoomon, Meicoomon doesn't remember having a diary, but the conversation is interrupted by a new group of Digimon, Panjamon, Sorcerymon, and Cubimon, the silver one, that ask Meicoomon to hand herself over. Meicoomon loses control and kills them, forcing Shiki to fight her. Meicoomon regains her consciousness after Shiki defeats her, and with that, her memories. She remembers that she is from another world and that had to leave her partner behind. So she is going to return to her Mei, and disappears, leaving behind the evolution item. And that's the end of the first batch of DLC. The poster's guess is that this DLC happens right after the end of the second OVA. So right after the end of Ketsui. After the post-game of Next Order, Mirai, who you guys will remember from my Cyber Sleuth playthrough, Mirai had detected some anomalies in the MOD cape and theorizes that it has something to do with that Digimon you met earlier, Meicoomon. That is a Digimon that came from another world. That is something common since they have defeated Analog Shoma. Oh yeah, Analog Man from Digimon World 1 shows up, and I think he was in the one of the card games. But yeah, Analog Man's in this. It's yeah, who could arguably be a precursor to Akihiro Kurata from Savers. But Shiki goes to investigate, and the Digimon there, a bunch of black Agumon, are affected by a strange virus. Luckily, the anti-program created to nullify the effects of the BH program, or Analog Man's curse, is able to also nullify the effects of that virus, restoring the Agumon to their former selves. So in next order, there was a cure to Meikoomon's virus. Interesting. They report to Shiki that a strange Digimon infected them with an evil aura. The same happened in the Mugen Cauldron with a Blackware Garurumon. After the research, Mirai is able to track the infected Digimon, who is in the server desert. And Kota and Himari go to deal with the Digimon, but to no avail. The virus the Digimon emits is so strong that, when Shiki arrives to help, Yukimura, a Dukemon, and Rika, a Magnadramon, or Holy Dramon as it has here, are barely able to maintain their control of themselves. The strange Digimon, Meicrackmon, mutters something about revenge and a white fang, and then disappears. However, the signals of the virus lead our protagonist to the plains. Unable to do something with the virus, our protagonists go to Flotier City and report back to Digimon and investigate a sample of the virus Yukimura had brought with him. Investigating it, they discover Luce isn't only immune to the virus, but is also able to eradicate it by only touching it. Interesting. Shiki, Suzuki, and Luce then decide to go to the plains, the same place that you meet Meicoomon in the first DLC, to deal with Meicrackmon. Noir, a Omegamon Alter B, don't ask, I don't know, distracts Meicrackmon, saying that his role as the executor compels him to banish her from this world, as she is an outsider. While Luce reaches out to Meicrackmon from behind and touches her. Luce's power, combined with the anti-program, is able to debilitate the effects of the virus enough for Shiki and her Digimon to attack Meicrackmon and defeat her. Again, the battle makes Meicrackmon regain her true self, and she is perplexed to be again in this world. She thanks Shiki for helping her again, and Digimon Adventure Try, spoilers, now. She reveals that when she returned to her world, she was unable to reunite with her partner because Meiko was trapped by an organization known as the White Fang, which may be the government body that we've been seeing. The organization trapped Meicrackmon and sealed her true powers and forced her to spread the virus. When Meicrackmon was able to regain her consciousness and try to oppose the White Fang, they banished her from the Adventure Tri-World with a special program they have that allow them to travel between parallel worlds. She said that this is like the next order world has chosen her, and it was a coincidence that she had returned to that world to be saved again by Shiki. She thanks Shiki and the others and says that she is going to return to her homeworld and that this time she will save Meiko and defeat White Fang. The group wants to help her rescue Meiko, but Meicrackmon says they cannot go with her to her world, since the only way Meicrackmon is able to return in the first place is through the feelings that connect her to Meiko. And she disappears. When the group return to Floatier to report to Digimon, to their surprise, they found Meicoomon has joined Floatier City. When they ask what happened to her partner, Meicoomon answers that she doesn't know. While she is the Meicoomon they know, she is also a new Meicoomon. They theorize a new Meicoomon was created when the powers of Luce affected the original Meicoomon, creating an alternate version of Meicoomon. Since this new Meicoomon doesn't have a home, she decided to stay in Floatier, and the group accepts her. Meicoomon locates herself in the alternate universe district, and if you talk to her, she gives you a remnant of her original's data, the item required to evolve her to Meicrackmon. And that ends the second DLC. So at some point in either chapter 3 or 4, I'm guessing the government organization stops playing or stops messing around and things get real. Like they seem to have locked up Meiko and are purposely using Meikoomon's virus for their own ends, which may explain how Patamon ends up infected. Guys, I don't know about you, but like there's a whole other video I want to make on this. I don't have the time right now, but I figured I would at least get the context out there, and then maybe tomorrow I'll do a new video on sort of ideas I've had, where they may be going with it, and what we might be able to expect coming into chapters 3 and 4 of Adventure Try. If you have your own theories or anything you might want me to look at in the next video, drop a comment down below. You know, I'm happy to again go back and forth, a bit of dialogue, see what you guys think, and you know, I'll bring it up in another video. But thanks very much for tuning in. As always, if you're new, subscribe for more content. That new video will be up very soon. There's a lot of critical information here that needs to be looked at, I think, and you know, and how Next Order will ties into Adventure Try through Meicoomon and what they might be planning for Meicoomon going forward. I think it's very exciting information that's come out, you know, so I definitely want to look into it a bit deeper. But thanks very much for sticking with me for these last 14 minutes, and I'll catch you guys soon. All the best. Take care.